Hello, gamers. Today, we're going to talk about a common issue that some PlayStation 4 owners may encounter, the WLOD, or white light of death error. I am waiting for the light to turn white to confirm. If you're seeing a pulsing white light on your PS4 and it won't start up. The white light of death is a term used when your PS4's indicator light turns solid white and the console fails to display anything on your TV or monitor. To resolve the issue, you will need to remove the motherboard. Additionally, it is shutting down in a typical manner. This may require some technical expertise, so let's get started. Once the motherboard is safely removed, you can identify and address the source of the error. To remove the motherboard, all components must be disconnected first. The fan jack is fragile, so be careful when disconnecting it from the motherboard. Yes, the motherboard is now out of the console. First, it is crucial to check the data coupling components between the APU and HDMI encoder chip. There appears to be no connectivity issue on one side of the coupling capacitors. Everything looks fine. Everything is fine on the other sides of the capacitor terminals as well. There is no short circuit in the power section either. That's also acceptable. Fine too. No short circuit has been found. I might need to take off this metal shield. However, I decided to check for short circuits on the other side of the motherboard first. There is a thermal fuse for the 5 volts connection to the HDMI port pin, which seems to be fine with this reading. I believe it would be beneficial to utilize this component tester for additional research purposes. The ground of the tester must be connected to it. All 3 diodes are in good condition. Is there a short in the 5-volt circuit? Yes, the 5-volt thermal fuse shows a short. Let me confirm this with a multimeter. Connecting one of the test probes to the GND, and the other working probe with the thermal fuse. And it has also shown the same short. This Zener diode serves as protection against surges of up to 5 volts. It can be short. Let's check this too. Yes, it is. If I check it with GND, it would be short too. Okay, so I have to separate it from the circuit and verify it. Based on my analysis, it seems likely that the Zener diode is the cause of the issue. I am sure that this Zener diode would be the culprit. Let's check the short after separating the Zener diode. Yes, no more short circuits now. If I check the Zener diode independently, it appears that the diode is short-circuited. That needs to be removed from the motherboard. It lies here. Let's check the current status with the component tester. Now shows only the capacitance and no diode curve. Even if we do not put it, there is no problem, but caution should be applied. Surge of 5 volts has the potential to cause damage to the circuit and the gadget that's connected to it. Here I am taking Zener diode replacement from the PS3 motherboard. Now as I have placed the motherboard, the polarity of the diode is reversed. So I have to put it in such a way that I can directly take it off and put it on. Yes, I have taken it and put it on in this faulty motherboard. Make sure to place it correctly with the proper polarity. Its terminals must be well connected with the circuit. I believe that's all that needs to be done. The installed component must not be short now. Fine. Trust me, this tip is guaranteed to work 101%. You can use the existing thermal paste. Just apply a drop of WD-40 and mix it with the existing thermal paste. No part of the thermal paste should remain rigid. One of the thermal pads is missing. It is necessary to ensure that all thermal pads are present. Next, we can install the motherboard and power it on once more. The fan jack must also be connected. I hope that the issue has been resolved at this point. The HDD is now connected. Sure, I should connect back its accessories. HDMI cable. The power cable. And that's it. If a display appears, it indicates that the issue has been resolved. And yes, it is. So, that was the story regarding this gaming console. I hope the video was informative and you gained some knowledge from it. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a successful repair.